Good morning, Vietnam, and welcome to Recorded Conversation, episode 2, with our guest here, Tolu, TJ Elesin.
You get me?
But before we start, let me switch to Nia quickly. He's going to explain a few things.
Yeah. So we are recording this Thursday morning, but initially the recording was made on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So we finished the episode, everything was just perfect. I go to start editing, and the first 8 minutes of the podcast had been fully muted.
Long day.
No audio.
Else all around.
And then the rest of the hour and 30 minutes, perfect. No problems at all. So we're just re-recording this first kind of 8 minutes where we like kind of introduce him and talk a bit about his life and what he's doing. So, well, let's do that again.
Where did you start, bro? Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, that's mad. So yeah, as you all know, my name is Tolu. I am a mechanical engineering student with Oleg. We've been in the same class for about 9 years now. Yeah, that's mad. I'll be real. But what do you want to know? Like, I don't even remember what I spoke about the first time.
You don't
I
know.
spoke about so much shit. Like, it's all just kind of clogged up in there.
Yeah, bro. Like, well, you do music, and we are
Okay,
gonna
yeah,
get
yeah.
into that
Yeah,
and
yeah.
did and other things. So we can
Um,
talk a bit about school. I don't think we actually had any stories to
yeah,
tell.
yeah.
last time.
So, okay. So
Yeah, there was
school-
no stories, yeah.
School.
I just remember saying that, like, how the fuck did you put up with this guy for the whole
Nobody
of school?
knows, because I can't lie. I saw him. I don't know if I told this part. I don't know if this part came up in the recorded bit, but I remember I saw him in second year. We had like a class, and I walked in. I was like late, like 10 minutes late. I sat down and I heard like Tolu in the back, and I'm like, fuck's sake. Turn around, and it's Oleg, and he's creasing. I'm just like shaking my head because I can't hack it, man. It's like eight years at that point. So long. But nah, he was a sound guy at school, as I said before. He was. Well, yeah, we would put it like a sound guy.
Sound guy, yeah. I don't really want to go to it.
Sound guy. But yeah, nah. Obviously, at times he was annoying in it. But you know what I didn't say? Yeah. So basically, there was this girl. Yeah, this girl was all over Oleg. You get me? Like, she was basically not that she was like sucking his dick wherever we were, but like, I can't lie. Like, she was like all over him. And it got to a point where Oleg was like, I can't hack it no more. And I'm like, you know what, bro? Like, you gotta do what you gotta do in it. Like, if you can't hack it no more, then you can't hack it no more. Innit? So they broke up, but she started moving a bit mad. And Oleg, he was kind of, Oleg's Oleg. You get me? He's always cool, calm, and collected these sorts of situations. But did it break my boy? I don't think so, because we're both at the same university. We're doing well. So you get me? Life is good, bro. That's what I gotta say about Oleg. Man's got a strong resolve. Russian blood.
Yes.
You know, Fia Michelle moved to her.
Oh!
I have no idea what they're talking about.
No, this guy, he used to go to our school and then left for sixth form. He moved to her.
Yeah, she was on
mad.
his story and everything.
Yeah, he was one of our boys. Can't lie. That's mad. That's like, at that age, it's kind of like betrayal. Like, now it's like, whatever, man. Like, fuck you. But like, at that age, it's betrayal, isn't it?
No,
So, like,
man, he moved to uni, Warwick.
Oh, well, are they going out?
Fuck knows, man. I don't really care.
But yeah, no. What a legend. Egyptian legend. Yeah, say the word. But that is like, I remember that vividly now, actually. Because I was trying to think, like, what actually made us properly connect, apart from GCSEs and me just getting annoyed that I was around him 24/7.
Yeah.
Like, what was the actual reason we connected? I remember it's that. And then we had religious studies together as well in GCSE. Our
Raven.
class was absolutely pointless. What a waste of a class. And this guy would just rock up. And he used to, I don't think you were vaping at that point. But when you started vaping, this man was vaping everywhere. Man would be looking like,
Yeah, that really said in me. Like, he was just in class.
he would be vaping, bro. Like, he might as well stand outside the window and smoke a cigar. Like, bro, like, he did. This is in class. But you
It
know,
was the start of the addiction, huh?
yeah,
I was no, I only started it like last year.
yeah. It was
summer.
only proper like last year.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh, but
Well, vapes were not really a thing
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. They
until.
weren't really.
Well, Toby Greenberg was around, or
Yeah,
vapes were
yeah.
always a thing in
Yeah,
our
there was a
school.
guy called Toby Greenberg. He was a bit of a So you know, like let's say about that the better, innit? 'Cause I don't want to start getting boxed. Like, but he was like the bad man of the school. You get me? Like he would just be misbehaving all the time and shit. But like, and it came to any sort of substance. If you wanted to find out, just go to him. You might want to like, obviously, I don't know if you want to keep that in, but like,
No.
yeah,
problem.
but like, yeah.
Toby will find you.
yeah. I don't want Red to like, catch us on, but yeah. But that's that's that.
Okay, tell us about your music career then.
Okay, so music career started around. It's not even a career, let's be honest, but it started around like 2 years ago, during lockdown, the first lockdown. So I think I want to say around May, and like I started making beats because I used to write raps, but as like a joke, it wouldn't be anything serious. And I sent some to Jam, our friend Jam, who we went to school with, and he was like, "Oh, you should like make instrumentals behind this." And I was like, "Hey mate, I've got no music talent, but sure." So I did, and the first one I made was so trash, but nobody told me it was bad. They were like, "Oh, that's really good for a beginner," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I kept on doing it and shit. And then I think first term of uni, I took like a 3-month, 4-month break due to like relationship shit and stuff. And then after that ended, I started like doing it again, but I'm making like sad lo-fi shit for a while. And then I got into this thing called sampling, which is where you take like an old record, you like, and you flip it, which means you sort of change the way it's kind of composed or arranged. It's a little bit like alchemy.
Yeah.
And then you create something new and unrecognizable with it. So I started getting into that a lot. And then I started like my own website around last year, either last year, December, or beginning of January. I think it must have been last year, December, because I made my first sale that month. But I started like my first proper website selling my instrumentals and beats. And I've made a decent amount of money this year, like way more than I did last year for sure. But from there, I got like picked up, as in recognized by a couple of people at a label.
Yeah.
And stuff. And like a few of my favorite artists rap on that label. So it's kind of cool. So I've just been sending stuff out. And then I've had like a few placements. And the biggest one I had was a record that could have been released but wasn't, due to like literally like last week there was like complications and shit. But it was for Dave East and J. Cole. They hopped on one of my beats. I was supposed to be on Dave East's album, but he and the label who he was doing it with decided to go a completely different route. Literally like, it must have been 2 weeks ago. But that's what's happened. So like, I've had like the biggest people rap on it, on my stuff, the smallest people rap on my stuff, and like I just enjoy making beats and shit. And it's like a good way to like just release and just, you know, get whatever creative shit out there. So that's what I've like been doing. And I'm going to, over the year, because there isn't really much time to do it within like a 2-month space, but over the year I'm gonna make, not like, I wouldn't say it's like my final tape because I don't know what's gonna happen in the future. But if this is my final tape, I want like a lot of people to like work on it and shit. So I'm gonna like literally ask people to like do skits. I'm gonna ask you to do skits. You're gonna do the intro. He's actually gonna executive produce it in a way.
We've got a guest, another guest
We've got
today
another guest.
watching us.
This is my manager, my flatmate, my boy Shaz. He's in the building. You get me? What's up, Shaz?
Stop creasing, man.
Yeah. Nah, man's blushing. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get like a load of people. I'm gonna have people rapping on it as well. It's gonna be like a mix of rapping, instrumentals, singing, spoken word and shit, and just like people like, I just want like to be like a community thing and just like reach as many people as possible, and hopefully it does well. Don't know if it will, but that's what I hope. Yeah. So that's my plan for this year, music wise. And then I will try and get into this thing called sync licensing, which is where you can like lease your stuff out to companies, so like film companies and execs, and they'll pay you like a fat fee, but you can do at least the same instrumental to loads of people. It's like if somebody uses your song in a film, you can use that same song in a different film. Oh. So like artists like Vince Staples, he had 2 songs in one film, and off of that he made like $1 million. So it's like if you release a beat in like
I want a million.
Where we going on holiday, bro? Where we going on
listen,
holiday?
let me speak to my manager, bro.
Where we going on holiday, Shaz? Where we going?
Where you taking us, man?
Yeah, focus on work. So that's
The
what
grind is real. The
that's
grind
what
is
we're up. That's what's up, man. So that is what I'm on with my music shit. But you were mentioning that I should like do like a mini thing at Phineas.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I would do that.
Oh yeah.
How would I do? What would I do, bro?
I don't know if this gets mentioned earlier or later, like in the other podcast.
Yeah,
We'll cut it.
I'm not sure.
we'll check that out.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think you just, if I were you, I just go up to Phineas at one point, like one day, and just literally talk to them.
Alright.
Because I don't have a slightest of clue. I just know people.
Alright. Okay. Well, maybe I'll do that. So
Because the Shrey DJ then.
I don't know if he did, but I mean, straight DJs are like fucking everywhere. He DJs like pretty much every Tuesday at Ministry. In the hip hop space, he's had like loads of massive opportunities. He DJs for I think it's BBC at random times, but I don't specifically know. But he's like that guy's amazing, bro. Like he's doing crazy shit. So you know, but yeah, big up to him.
Okay.
But yeah.
Well, I think this is about where we kind of left it with the muted part. So
Man, you tell me. I don't know.
yeah. It was
You
it
tell
was
me what the fuck.
it was around the conversation of
Yeah.
your music production and everything.
Cool.
So yeah, you will now see a transition into the other podcast, and yeah, peace.
Consider going into music as a full-time career?
Can't lie, no. Because the thing is that like with the music that I produce, it's mainly like American hip hop, but more like old school. Nobody really raps on that anymore. Like,
Fair enough.
so it's kind of difficult. And then if I want to get placements, I have to go to LA, and LA is mad. Like for various.
Yeah, it's a
reasons.
big change.
It's a very big change, and it's like I could actually die there. Like you know how we like make jokes. I say, oh yeah. Like, in LA, you can actually die. So,
yeah.
so at like a very young age. So it's kind of like I'd rather go with engineering because like it's more stable.
Yeah.
Plus, like I don't think I'm gonna get killed in engineering for
Probably
looking
not.
at somebody the wrong way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like
The thing is, like, I was in LA once.
yeah.
Bro, was walking alone back to the hotel to meeting a friend. Like,
That's peak, man.
10 o'clock in the evening, walked under a bridge. I don't think I've ever felt so unsafe in my life.
I'm telling you, bro, it's peak, man. It's peak. But I'm going to this summer. I'm going to Atlanta with my mum, so I might try and see if I can go to some parts and just do networking there. Because I
Yeah.
think that's probably the best way
Yeah.
to like meet people
Definitely.
and stuff.
Definitely.
You know? But yeah, it's like
Talk to Victor.
Victor.
Yeah, Victor's in US now, I believe, but he's under Chicago, but he's in
Okay.
US on a year abroad.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll see because Chicago time.
Don't want to be in the south side of Chicago.
Yeah. Bit far, bro.
I know, but like,
But no, I'll hit him up. Yeah, for sure.
hopefully he'll know his way around unless he ditches. Yeah.
You know, one would hope he doesn't. You know, but you know, yeah. So that's my music kind of career. What else? I have my own website where I sell my own instrumentals, which has been doing well.
Okay.
So yeah, but that's like again, it was difficult in the beginning. So last year I only sold one, and it was $5. But this year I sold like I don't know how many. So it's like it's doing a lot better. But that is where I'm at with my music. That is where I'm at with my music right now.
Well, you sound pretty good if you ask me. Like we listened to some of your stuff. Lunchtime.
I respect that. Thank you very much.
We just listened to top 5 tracks on Spotify.
Yeah.
Are
There's
those the best?
Nah.
Thing
Those aren't
is,
the best, but like they're like the ones that
I
most
think in back in Barca we also like, because that's when we found out about the blogs.
Hello.
Yeah, that's the only time I mentioned. But like, so I played like a few of your tunes there, and I think it was there's a dark blue album cover. It's the one where the two
Yeah.
hands are like
Yeah,
vertical.
yeah. I remember
Yeah,
that one.
I've played you said some.
Yeah, that's some of those some of those are like sad for various different
Yeah.
reasons. But I mean it depends on like what you like. And then I also like I'm aware. So my next album, which I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have like people singing and rapping over it. Because I've had to like build connections before I could do that. But I've got like quite a number of people who would want to. So it's just like getting the people actually good. Because I can't lie, yeah. This is one thing that really pisses me off. So I've had, let's call him a friend because he is my mate, but he's not very good right, at rapping. So we've been in the studio a few times, right? And it's just like every time I hear him, the guy can't rap on beat to save his life. It sounds like I can't like imagine Oleg try rapping.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
we
yeah.
know. That's
Do
literally
you know
what.
how peak that is?
I'd never want to see that happen.
I'll be
ever.
real.
Yeah,
He has like
No,
musical
You,
sense.
it's not a joke. Like, trust me, I was about this close to say the same line. You just got there faster.
This
I've
guy-
tried, man. I've
He
tried to
can
myself.
hear a simple melody and not be able to replicate
Yeah,
it
man. But
1
like,
second after hearing it.
No,
It's
'cause
crazy.
no, that's for my parents.
You know what though? It's like mad because I understand if you can't dance off beat, if you dance off beat, because loads of people do.
Yeah.
It's like you got no rhythm. But if you're telling me that you want to be a rapper, and you can't even rap on beat, you're
Exactly.
finished
Yeah.
before you even started.
Mm.
Like I can't like every single time I'm in the studio, I just have to scratch my head and I just got to carry on with it. But then I conveniently lost the files. So there's nothing we can do about that. Absolutely nothing you can do. I'm dead serious. I mean, I did lose the files. Am I happy that I lost the files?
it seems like you're over the
Seems like you're
moon.
very happy,
I
yeah.
mean, big man, with the amount of work that we have, yeah, I'm over the moon. I'm over the moon, bro. So yeah, I'm not complaining. But look, if this guy's watching, you better learn how to rap on beat. I swear that. 'Cause the next time I go see you, if you go rap, I can't lie. We're leaving, so yeah.
You gonna be performing anywhere anytime soon?
I mean, I won't be performing, but other people will be. Bro, do you think I can rap?
With your
No. I mean,
performing
like,
with your beats.
yeah, like.
Oh, like that. You know what? I don't know if people turn up, but that's the thing. Like, if I just had like, I guess like a bar, yeah, I could play my stuff.
Like Phineas, man, we had a mutual friend.
Yeah.
Oh, he was performing his songs there on Friday.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, I don't know. I don't know how that would work, but I could sort something out. Definitely, I could definitely try.
Probably quite simple. too.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Sign
Don't
up
worry
with
about the
UCL,
support.
yeah.
It'll be there, man. We got like over 100 views on our first podcast. We did not expect that.
No,
That is
your
true,
first
that is
podcast was
true,
good.
yeah.
Your first podcast was good. Like everybody backs it, so you know
Marketing strategy is working.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, no, we could try something. We could try something. But I don't know. Again, I don't know how because it'll be like proper hip hop. So I don't know how many people actually come. But
You know how many Americans are right now on like
fuck knows,
exchange programs?
I have
here?
no idea.
It's mad. No, like I've had a couple of conversations like with American kids who went into American football trials, and they're saying like Dartmouth has its own accommodation where it's only Dartmouth children. Oh, the kids living
Damn.
there
Okay. Yeah, we'll try something. We'll try something.
Get invaded by the US, huh?
Yeah.
already, man.
No, I will. Okay, if you guys give me like a couple of weeks, I will sort out some acapellas on my beats and stuff, and just have like remixes and my friends rapping and shit.
Yeah, that's
stuff
sick.
like that. We'll do something.
If you want to plug anything, you're more than welcome.
Yeah.
Who knows, bro? Who knows? Okay, but we'll sort something out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? Why not? Speaking of Phineas, have you guys been to Phineas right now?
Yeah.
Bro, I saw you on Wednesday
Good
there.
finish.
Can't lie, Phineas is packed as hell. Like
Yeah.
you can't even. You be standing in the queue waiting for an hour just to get
That's
a
the
beer.
thing, like.
I got kicked out Wednesday.
Of course,
What
you
was
got
it,
kicked
like-
out.
No,
How did
no,
you
no,
get
no.
kicked out, bro?
I don't
got
know.
kicked out of
I don't know.
Phineas?
I've talked to everyone
What did you do?
before I got kicked out and after, because the guy gave me a warning. I walked out for another cigarette and he didn't let me back in. The bouncer, and I was like, "Why?" He's like, "You're
Yeah,
intoxicated."
you gotta be careful if you go out to smoke, because if the guy doesn't see you come out, you're fucked.
Yeah.
No. He saw me every time, and I don't know what's happened. He just told me not to come back. It was like 10:30, so I just
It was probably the
Went
8
scour.
pints you had. Maybe,
Yeah, it
maybe
was-
that
what-
was it.
You
No.
had 8 pints, bro.
It's American football initiations, man.
How the fuck? How does one have 8 pints and still be standing?
I'll die.
Yeah, I'll be
He
real.
wasn't
Like,
even that
The
drunk.
thing
that's
is,
the thing.
I got to Phineas at 6. I got kicked out at 10:30.
you got to finish at 6. To be fair, you need to go early, but you got to finish at 6.
No, they told us to come at 6. So I was like, I came like 20 minutes later. I was like, shit, maybe I won't get in. There was no queue till like 8:45.
No, but but you had 8 pints though.
Yeah.
Do you know how mad that is? Because I've seen Thomas. I think Thomas is like a heavyweight. I've seen him on 5 pints. My man's moving left and right. Can't find his center of gravity. You had 8 pints and you're still standing.
Yeah. Bro, I went to Scala. I had a good night.
Yeah, that's facts. Scarlet was fun. Scarlet was very fun. Scarlet was very fun.
That's like 4
Bro, I did.
liters.
You went. Yeah, no, I saw you in Scala.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the wild side.
No, it's just there was so many people that I kept seeing in like groups, and I just. A second, I forgot my Kench people were there again.
It was really busy, Scala, last week.
When is Scala not busy?
Well, I mean, during the year, there's many Wednesdays where it's like fucking empty.
Yeah, exam season, sure.
Nah, not even. Now, cause it's, well, not freshers anymore, but like, it's still like first week.
Early
so
door, yeah.
all the freshers are still going every Wednesday, but it's not going to be the case in a few weeks' time, definitely. We'll be back to kind of empty Scala, where the second room doesn't open sometimes.
The thing is, apparently we have second initiations for American football next
We
week.
have second.
Oh, was there going to be 16 pints now?
No. It's called white t-shirt night. You bring a white t-shirt
White t-shirt.
and you bring a Sharpie, and
Oh,
whatever they
shit.
write on your shirt, you gotta do. I am looking forward to that.
Oh, I'd be really afraid.
Yeah.
No. Okay. Imagine though if there's if there's the guy, he's into you, bro, and he writes on your do you understand? Do you know how mad that is?
Yeah.
You
Bro.
gotta do anything that they write. That's crazy. You might lose your virginity, bro.
Yo, I know. Are you talking from your own experience?
I'm not
'Cause
talking
I'm-
from experience, but I'm just letting you know.
Oh my! I see. Fuck! I
That's so
missed.
look at this
I
guy.
missed that one for a second.
You know, I'm dead serious, bro. You might. So just
Oh no! Like they taped our hands together on Wednesday and to one other guy, and we had to finish a picture all together. And they literally said, "Guys, we're not forcing you. You can always say no, but if you don't want to drink the beer, you can have like 2 pints of water." They're being really careful. Apparently, rugby overdid it.
speaking of rugby, we went to Scala. Oh my lord! Look, this rugby guy's watching. Yeah, I can't beat you up because I know you'll deck me. But I swear to God, next time you do whatever you did, I will punch you in the face. I'm expecting to get hammered back, but I will punch you in the face. So basically,
The mandems got you, by the way.
huh?
We got you,
No,
man.
fam, I can't lie. This man's bigger than me, you, and Antonio combined.
It don't matter.
Did this guy know what I just said?
No, I don't. You don't
We
understand.
go the 3 of us.
Yeah. Hey, there's even just 3 of us. B, I don't think it's gonna be just 3 of us. It's gonna be much more.
Yeah, I backed the whole of engineering and UCL to like completely club this guy. But I'll be real, this one guy's an absolute waste man. So we were in the hip hop section of
Yeah.
Scala. We were like all like having fun, like dancing and shit. And then like I just see this guy, or I feel there's somebody like rubbing up against me. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? So then I turn around and it's just this guy rubbing his ass on my back, and I'm looking like, can you please stop?
That's disgusting.
Cause that's just sus and facts. Like I ain't gay. I'm pretty sure. I mean, if you are, that's cool, bro. Like,
Rugby
you know,
lad.
you can do whatever you want, but why are you rubbing your ass on me? So I told him to stop. He kept on going. And I told him to stop again, and he was like, "Oh no, I'm just having fun." I'm like, "Nah, you're not, bro. You're being a dickhead." And he kept on going. So I pushed him. I can't lie. I know I pushed him, but if he swings and it connects, I'll see you in hospital. But
I've been there, man.
no, I can't lie, because I was like, after I pushed it, because then it kicked in. I was like, fam, if this guy swung, you are actually finished. Like, you like brain hemorrhage. It's not looking good. But then like, he went away after that. But his mates were looking at him like this guy again. My mates, obviously, I had Maui. My flatmate Shaz, he put up his fist. I'm not particularly sure why, because man's not stronger than me. So I don't know what he's gonna do in it. But I was like, okay, like I mean, Dina looked like she was gonna fight as well, but again, you know, it wasn't looking good. But everybody was looking at that guy because he's being an arsehole. But But listen, yeah, I know what you look like. I don't know your name, but I know what you look like. If I ever see you, you're gonna get it, mate. Yeah,
Next
Alright.
week in UCL,
can't lie.
police get called up. Why? Tolu just punched a random. Yeah, but he's that guy. He's that guy. Remember the podcast?
Yeah, that he's that guy, and he's that guy. But yeah, I don't know. I don't remember his name. He's just some big, like, blonde.
Did
white
he
guy.
tell you his name? Why wouldn't you remember it, man?
Nah, he didn't tell me his name. But I
Yeah.
don't know who he is. But all I'm saying is, if I see him,
That's a lot of tickets in Scarlet.
yeah,
All
like,
the time.
it's just strange.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've seen people fucking in Scotland. That was weird.
Where?
It was like at the front, like, but they got thrown out. But it was
Wait,
like,
at the- wait, center stage,
yeah, yeah, it was
downstairs.
strange.
What?
Strange. 'Cause I looked-
Mad.
it was like it was two guys, and then there was a girl there, and
What?
fab. I saw, and I was like, long day. So I was like, that's bad. Can you imagine like the kind of diseases you get there, like, from literally just being around? Because like obviously the floors are pretty much just
Yeah.
AIDS and HIV, whatever. You're out here jacking him off. I'm out here just like, fam, I'm trying to leave, bro. Like, why are you doing this, man?
Like, how horny do you have to be to not even get to the toilet? Like,
I'm telling you, bro.
it's like right there.
Absolute nonsense. Like, I can't
I
lie.
thought it'd be like a smoking area or something, not center
Nah, it was
stage.
center
Yeah, what
stage,
the
but they
fuck?
got thrown out like maybe 10 minutes
Oh,
after.
yeah.
He was still pumping 10 minutes later.
Yeah, it's not looking good. I'll be real.
Probably finished it up outside.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. But...
That makes sense.
It
That-
is,
that
it
makes-
is. Nah, it's all bad. It's all bad.
Jesus.
So, I want to hear some stories of young Tolu and young Oleg together.
Do you want to hear rugby stories? Okay, young stories of us two. Probably the best ones would be rugby, but I don't think they would concern us.
Yeah. We didn't exactly participate in doing a lot of shit.
Yeah, we didn't participate in a lot. We were in the B team, which is like, if everybody knows, like the second team is just the joke man team.
Yeah.
So we had
It
a lot
was
of fun.
fans.
We had a lot of fun. You know, we'd be getting slapped up like 50-0 and we'd still be messing around. It was calm. But
And then we'd beat QE last game of the year.
exactly.
And we'd beat the Kings.
Do you know what's crazy? I met this guy who was Papa. Do you remember Papa?
Oh, Papa. Oh.
Yeah. Basically, there's this like massive bolo black guy who we played rugby against. I don't know why he was in the B team.
No, because I played in the firsts for that
Yeah.
final year.
Was he
He was, yeah.
Is he still like massive?
He was big, man.
Oh my.
They were all pissed because we like whitewashed them the year before, like 37-3 or something like that. And all I heard the whole game was, "You're gonna get it for last year. We're gonna fuck you up for this."
That's so,
Like, no,
that's
fuck.
that's so sad. But yeah, no, I'm trying to think. Was there ever anything that we did that was like mischievous at school? I mean, because I mean, I had my fair share, but
Nah,
no, I don't
honestly.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it was annoying, innit?
The dead school did you guys go to?
Oh, bro.
Yeah, school was
Yeah.
different, baby. We went to some private school called Hats.
Well, he's wearing the match right now.
I went to gym.
Oh,
That's
really?
why. I went to the gym.
But
I'm not an advocate for haberdashers, whatever they are now.
Thing.
What's advocate?
oh yeah, and changed their name, man.
Yeah, they've changed their name.
Oh, the funniest thing was we had a drug rate in our school. I don't know
That
if
was
we
quite
can.
funny. Yeah.
Yeah. We
Wait,
come.
actually, can we talk about that?
Why would they
Who
do
cares,
that?
man? None of my brothers are in school. It's not in
Yeah,
school anymore.
That's not. There can't possibly be a history of drugs in your school, can there?
No, but like, fully, we come back in the after half term in October, November. We have like this weird drugs assembly, and we had like I think a fire alarm right in the morning.
Yeah,
It was all very sus.
that's right.
And like next day, someone finds online a statement from the police that they raided the school yesterday, and one of the caretakers had like 3 kilos of cocaine, 15 kilos of amphetamine,
yeah, I
It was
remember,
dumb
yeah.
drug
yeah,
lords.
and
was
100
ridiculous.
grand in cash. And his partner was in Liverpool, and it took him as well.
Some white to white shit, right?
Yeah.
Breaking Bad. Like,
No,
what the
that's some
fuck?
messed up stuff. But like, I mean, at the same time, like, if you're a kingpin drug lord living in Radler, but that's the thing, he's living in Radler.
We helped
I feel
JT.
bad for his kids.
He had 4 kids in the premises of that house.
Yeah, it's peak. It's peak. So they all go. It's peak. But apart from that's what I'm saying. I don't think we got up there.
No man.
Nah,
Was it you or was it Sheikh who said half white, half black
I
girl?
don't remember, man. Nah,
I don't remember.
I mean, you
That
can
was
tell
one
that
of
story.
the-
You can tell that
Ah,
story.
man, I don't remember the story. I just remember. I think you said it actually.
Okay, basically, so I had a thing for this girl who's like a pretty big artist now, but I had a thing for her. She's like mixed race.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, like she kind of my type, like half white, half black, straight down the middle. And these man didn't let it go. They still haven't let it go. If I ever hear that from Sheck again, not that I can do anything to him.
Yeah.
If I ever hear that, I can't lie, it's peak, man. Because I didn't even mean it like that. That's the thing. You man knew what I meant, but you decided to escalate it as usual, standard. But we move.
Be ashamed, man.
Shame.
Nah, it's calm.
Stealing girlfriends.
You're stealing girlfriends.
Wait, what?
News to me, bro. What's happening, bro?
Wait, yeah, did you zone out or something? Where did you come from
No.
stealing girlfriends?
What you just said? Like,
No,
you
no,
were- you
but
were
I
into
no,
that.
I was into, no, it's not like I was into her, but I never like moved to her because like I have this thing where if I feel like a girl's out of my league,
Yeah.
I will do everything in my power to avoid that girl because I would just fumble. So you know, I was like, I saw her like quite a bit. I'd say hi in it, but like I never moved to her. But I had a thing for her, which was mixed race, and I was like, to both him and Sheck, I was like, oh yeah, she's like, yeah, half white, half black, straight down the middle. That's a joke. These men were just like, oh, so like literally half white, half black, and they rinsed it for I don't know how many years.
I think we literally.
Still rinsing.
I remember saying, "Oh, so you like cows as well and stuff like that."
And zebras, and I was just like, nah, man. Nah. But it's okay. But actually, Oleg, what did you get up to at school?
Yeah.
I think the world deserves to know.
I worked.
What a sad little life.
Man.
Boring.
Well,
kid.
boring kid.
like I studied and I played sports, so that's about it. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
mean, yeah,
to
that's
you.
what I'm saying. Like, there was nothing
There's
really
no-
else.
Just living the American dream, weren't you?
No, we were, man. It really was.
It's a nightmare, bro.
So when did it all go wrong?
Yeah, there are a couple of answers to those questions, but for the fear of being cancelled, I'm just not gonna disclose them.
good.
Now, do you know what went wrong for me? I got with some girl who didn't know what get with was. That was when it went wrong for me. Everything just went left after that point. Don't know what she's doing, but that was one of the weirdest nights of my life. I was like at some like, I'm not even gonna tell you where I was at. Actually, never mind. You don't need to know. But literally, I was at a party. Yeah, and I was trying out this Irish girl, and she had a thick window from what I remember. Yeah, and mum was like, I was like, obviously I was doing my thing, yeah, and Sheck's actually in the story as well, and I can't lie, Sheck very almost like, Sheck almost finished the whole thing for me. So he was like hanging out with us, and I was looking at Sheck. I'm like, it's me, it's attractive Irish chick. I don't remember her name, but we'll go with that. And it's you, bro. Like, I was just looking at him like, can you leave? 'Cause you know them ones where their presence is literally just a cop block.
Yeah.
Looking at Sheck. And then Sheck clocks, he's like, oh! And then he goes. And I text him like, fam, you're actually an idiot. But it's okay. Anyway, we go off someplace for like, in some like corridor somewhere. And then, you know, it's a bit awkward. So me being me at the tender age of 15, I think I was 15, I asked her, oh, do you know what I get with this? Or do you want to get with? And she was like, what's that? I dead ass looked at her, fam, like this. Don't know what. Fam, you know what? It was so mad that I couldn't like. I wanted to laugh, but if I laughed, game over. So I had to explain it. Apparently in Ireland they call it necking. I don't know the thing.
Bro, I swear that's something else. In
Necking.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure necking is something else in England.
Yeah.
But I didn't. Obviously, me being me, I didn't know what she was talking about, so I was like, whatever. Honestly, it was the worst get with of my life. Never again. But I was laughing the whole time because she didn't know what it was, and it was so evident. We then go our separate ways. I don't speak to her ever again. Sheck goes, oh, how was it, bro? And I was like, well, you know, you almost finished it for me, but like, I'll be real. Honestly, if you're trying to chat with a girl and their presence is just there, it is the ultimate cop block.
Oh, so can I throw a name out who did the same thing for me in school? Gandhi. Rohan Gandhi.
That's
And
mad.
I was
That's
good
mad.
there.
Rohan
I'm
Gandhi's my guy.
Yeah, I know. Well, we kind of, I don't know, we kind of fell out as COVID hit, but yeah, I'm there making out with a girl like in my own house. We have the whole room. My man walks in, starts to try and find the PS4 game, and I'm like, get the fuck out. And he's like, oh shit, I'll be a second. I was like, no, fuck off.
But that's such a pre like university kind of thing to do. Like I can't like that guy was he's my family friend, but I haven't seen him in ages. And I was supposed to go to the party, but I didn't go. Don't pull up don't put up any stories like that. But I was supposed to go to the party, but I couldn't go because I had already agreed something else. So I haven't seen him in a while. But he's got a girl now. Yeah, he's got a girl. But that's all I know. That's all I know. So yeah. Peak times, man. It's peak times.
Good times, hang on.
Yeah, it was good.
And looking back at it now, like school, that was a joke. I could have done so much less, put so much less effort in, and I would have been just fine like how I am now.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Still do, man.
That's how I got here.
Tolu, you want to ask Neo how his first week of lectures went?
Did you even go?
It's been a tough one, yeah. Just the timetable is really tough. Go like 10:30 a.m. So that's just horrendous. And then the other one was 10 a.m. But I'm changing 7 minutes because I just can't.
What did you put on your theology and philosophy exam? What did you write? The whole of the exam. Waffle. Like
I was
he
about
just-
to like ask you like how the fuck am I supposed to remember what I read?
Waffle, man.
Theology
It's
exam.
waffle. Waffle, bro.
Yes, what? No. Listen. At the end of the day, why are you complaining about 10:30, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Some man.
I have a 9 a.m.
Yeah,
tomorrow,
some man have
man.
9 a.m. bro. And this man.
No, like you're completely right, both of you. I'm just built different.
Yeah, bro. I am sitting here working. My mom walks out of the room like 12, 1. It's been like half 1 at points.
I need my 10 hours of sleep.
He goes into his room at half 10, stays up till about 2, 3.
Yeah, that's the
And I'm
thing.
like, just go
I
bed.
have like kind of switch.
Basically, what you're saying is your schedule has been shifted.
Yes.
So instead
Yeah.
of doing the right thing, which is to shift it back, you've
Yeah.
actually kept on pushing it.
As much as I can.
It's okay. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Oh, are you gonna become Ivan? Oh no. Oh no.
No. I have a
Did you see
schedule.
the fear in his eyes?
I have a schedule.
You've got a schedule.
Mine works. It's unconventional, but it works.
It works. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We've got to check the score, bro. I say, please allow it, man.
No.
Allow it. Yes, 3-2.
3-2.
Let's go.
Who? Wait, has it finished?
Well,
Uh,
Arsenal.
Saka
Yeah.
scored
Against-
twice. Firmino clearly it's either assisted or scored. That's decent, bro. It's looking like an absolute thriller of a game. We love to see it.
Is
Oh,
it-
we had a penalty. That's mad. But that's crazy. Okay. But yeah, we're clearly doing bits. We're doing a title charge this season, boys.
Same odds as Leicester.
Yo, Arsenal's doing incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing stupidly well for no reason.
Top of the league.
I don't think people understand how rare this is.
No,
I
I
like-
do.
like-
I've been bullying you for 10 years, man.
Yeah, we've had some years of.
Yeah, I can't lie. I was at the United Arsenal game back in 2013 when we got thumped 8-2.
Shit.
I stopped
No.
watching
That must
football.
have hurt
I
so
stopped watching
much.
football for 5 years, bro. Until COVID, like when COVID came, I started watching it again because there's nothing to do. Now I'm just full-fledged supporter. But I swear on my life, if that ever happens again, I'm so done with football. How the fuck can you lose 8-2?
What about
I
the
was there.
6-1 to Chelsea? Remember saying to Jack Petel the day before, we're going to smack you 5-0.
I mean, yeah, that's like 6-1, the same thing. Nah, I mean,
1,000 game for Wenger in charge. Mwah.
nah,
Perfect.
I can. Look, there's some things I can confirm, yeah, because Chelsea and Arsenal, they're not like rivals like that. It's just that we're both in London.
Yeah.
The one that pained me was that United one because we went and it was 8-2.
Wait, did you go up to was it Manchester?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fam,
long day.
that's some serious PTSD. And then every single year in Champions League, we're getting slapped 5-1 by Bayern.
Oh, yeah.
Both ways.
Yeah.
No,
Brilliant.
no. It's like the most common scoreline when we play Bayern Munich is 5-1. That is so embarrassing. But you know what? Yeah, let this run continue of wins I can't lie.
Maybe
There will come a time where we start doing ass. And when we start doing rubbish, it's
It's
going to
done for.
affect my mental health.
Yeah, you gotta enjoy the moment now.
I need my mental health to be like intact because this year is already hard enough as it is. I don't need Arsenal stressing me out, bro. Say we leave it at that, bro.
for once they're not.
But once we're not doing time.
Or if we're on topic of sports. Congrats to Max, I guess.
I mean, bro's just
World
tearing
champion.
it. Yeah,
Twice
they
in a
could have
row.
waited until next week. But
Yeah,
it's fine.
on the technicality, man, it was not needed.
It was the worst way to
Yeah.
win the championship. 'Cause
And the whole uncertainty with Leclerc not getting
Yeah,
the
exactly.
penalty to then, like I feel like Leclerc did that on purpose in a way, because like if Max got out of the car and started celebrating straight after the race,
yeah,
all of the like celebrations would have been showcased. He found out in the cool down room. He was like, "Nah, I didn't win." He's like, "Yeah, you did."
Yeah.
No. You must be trolling me.
what the fuck was that race though? Well,
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch a car line. I
Uh,
was asleep.
I
Yeah.
woke up.
I
woke
watched the
up,
last 27 minutes out of
Woke
the
up at
40.
6. Race start. I see the red flag. I see that they're not coming back out on the track. They didn't come out for what? Another
2 hours.
2
It was 2
hours.
hours.
and at that point I was
tried
like,
to hear with the TV
fuck this
on.
shit. Like, bro, we have wet tires for a reason. Why are we not using them?
Mhm.
They're trying to make things interesting, bro. They're trying to keep
Oh.
on your toes. Never let them know your next move. That's a
Yeah,
vital
yeah.
fact.
But it
No,
would have
never
been
let them
so much more interesting with like full wet conditions, people going off track, more like crashes, overtakes,
Like,
surprises.
bro. Like, it's all bad.
I know. I guess I'm just like
Hardcore.
old school. Everyone enjoyable.
Have
like,
you seen that outcry? Did you see what happened to Pierre Gasly? One of the bowlers, the Rolex bowlers,
Oh
got
yeah,
thrown
yeah,
off
yeah, yeah, I
and
saw
got
that.
stuck to the front of his
Poor
car.
guy.
And he can't see shit, and he's driving down the road, and then he realizes, like, out of nowhere, he's pulling by a tractor that's already on track. And they were like, "Guys, you don't remember what happened to
Yeah.
Jules like 8 years ago? Like, what's going on?"
Oh yeah, no, the tractor incident, like that cannot happen. Like
Yeah.
what the fuck?
No.
Where's that beer already? Legend. This man.
He can do another 7. So.
Well, technically, we still have 10 more beers near. Let me
Yeah,
have a.
we do.
Let me have it.
The weirdest dream today.
Oh, no.
I don't know why I've got an obsession with beer. I was dreaming that instead of having beers in the fridge, I had like a shit ton of beers hidden in my room. And I just kept finding like 3 bottles of Corona there, like 2 bars, and like 2 Subras. I was like, what is going on in my head right now?
What were you last night?
No,
What?
man.
I mean, we all went to the same party, so what?
Nothing, man.
What happened?
It was a
did,
good.
the Theo didn't pull.
Yeah. My man, we were trying so much.
Nah, but you know what? It's because he was chatting to this girl, then her friends came. I'm telling you, bro, when other people come, it's basically a cock block. You have to, like, it's
Yeah.
peak, man. It's peak.
Yeah, I had to pull clouds out of that conversation. Mm.
It's rough.
I'm used to not knowing most of the people at the party, but yesterday was too much.
No, it's because Sanjana's flatmates
Yeah,
are not
exactly,
American.
Yeah.
We're down.
Are we gonna bait Thomas?
No, absolutely not, bro. For legal reasons, we cannot break this out. Because
Yeah.
if he had died,
Yeah.
we will not be sharing that story today.
Maybe when Thomas is on the podcast.
Yeah, when Thomas comes on the podcast, he can ask him, man. Oh dear. But yeah.
Who said last night that they wanted to come into the podcast, but like 2 people?
Pete and Kieran.
That will be
Yeah.
one of the most
Yeah.
legendary
Yeah.
podcasts I will watch.
Yeah,
in my
we'll
life.
make that happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Make that happen.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
that's got to be one of the next ones because I can't lie. Those 2, different gravy, man. They're
And
different
we're
gravy.
getting through people. I think we got Adrian next week. The week after we still haven't decided because Vlad said he can't do next week, so he'll be like week 4, or week
Yeah.
5. But yeah, me get them in for
No. Yeah, we'll definitely have guests
Mm.
every week.
Yeah.
That's good.
It'll be fine. It's gonna be fun.
Who wants to see us talk for another hour, man? It's painful enough last time round.
What's the good shit we can talk about, bro?
Yeah, no. I'm just saying, like, it's just me and you in a room, man. We've had that last week.
Right, you
Not
guys
even-
should do like some solo episodes.
Yeah.
That's like important.
Yeah.
You know?
In the next episodes, we will have like proper like sections. At least that's my idea a bit. Like, just have some like prepared sections that are like attractive to watch. I don't know, like fire questions, something like that. Where you just go,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, we want to do that. We have a, well, we're gonna take a picture with our guests every week.
Yeah, that's good.
We're gonna create
Yeah.
NFTs out of that.
yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
grab
all
the
about the
money. Grab the money.
monetizing. All the monetizing.
We also wanted to, because we have one of the mirrors that like it's massive, so we can't put it up anywhere, and it was on the floor originally. So we also wanted to do like crep check, so everyone who comes in, we just like pull the mirror up to the
Oh,
next
no,
station.
no, we can't do that today.
Free feed pics.
No,
Yeah.
no, we can't do that today. Do you know what happened? Yeah, on my shift today this morning, when I got out of the car, I stepped in what's it called, barbecue sauce. So my AirPods are ruined.
Can I just say this? Sucks to suck, man. Pull them out.
I'll be real, like they're
Woke
all
up and
over
chose
there.
violence.
I'm not really sure we can go and get them right now, bro. It's peak, man. Get the way.
Were you working?
I work as I'm basically the annoying guy who delivers leaflets, but they pay well. They pay like £11 now.
Oh, ooh, nice. Nice.
I do not mind, but yeah, can't lie, I almost got fired today. It's okay. I didn't realize that there is like a minimum speed that you have to walk at when delivering leaflets. I thought you just go and deliver them, and
Yeah.
you finish and you go home. Apparently that's not the case, because these men can track you.
Oh shit.
So yeah, so like you.
Just going too slow.
So if you're going too slow, like, and I was like, I'm by myself first of all. Second of all, like, if you big man, if you think you can do it, go ahead and do it. Big man went ahead and did it, and low key, that guy was actually good at the job. I didn't know you could be good at the job. I thought you could be shit at it. I thought you were just handing out the leaflets. But hey, it's okay. I still have my job for now anyway. But Maui, you need to get me that job, bro. I'll be real.
Your
He's got some sick job.
man.
But he does nothing. He gets paid a shit ton.
Yeah, I think
What-
I know
what
what you're
job?
talking. He's like the blue shirts in UCL. No,
Yeah.
man, Harish is collecting P. I saw him
Harry
3 or 4
Kennedy
days.
is nothing, bro.
3 or 4 days standing there in the front of UCL. I've had like conversation with him every
I say
day.
you can ask me almost anything, bro. Like
Yeah.
nah, you got to hook us up, bro. Because like we're trying to make money, bro.
Yeah,
We're trying to make
we're students, man. Come on,
money.
we can all be rich together.
That's what I'm saying. We're trying to make money together, bro. We're trying to make money. But yeah. What questions do you have, boy? That's one. What question?
Questions for you. What was I thinking before?
Well, we can talk about because you said you nearly got to Olympic trials, but then COVID hit.
Yeah, so I was like at school. Yeah, you know this, but at school, like I swam like loads, and I helped with other sports, so like help with athletics and stuff. And I went to nationals for 4 different sports, I think. And I competed. to, like, a high
This
level.
is one of the
That's
athletic
crazy.
shirts, the special ones. I
I got,
remember.
like I was pretty good back in the day, and then with swimming, it's a lot harder though. Like you have to, like, it's not like oh you can just be good and go. You actually have to like train. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
So I was training like at like my peak in terms of fitness. I was training maybe like 7-8 times a week. But obviously as A levels hit, goes less and less. But then to compensate, I started going gym a little bit. So I went, and then so in 2020 there's like Olympic trials because it was supposed to be
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Right, so I was like, okay, you know what? I've trained all this way. Like I don't know if I'm gonna do a uni, so I might as well give it like my all.
Damn.
I gave my all and I qualified for the trials, which is like that was like the first time I qualified for British Championships in like this sense to be able to be on one of the teams.
Yeah.
So I qualified for 50-meter breaststroke and 50-meter butterfly because I'm a sprinter. In hope that I would get on like the youth teams or something. But unfortunately, what happened was COVID hit a week after I qualified. So I was just like, well, you know what?
Sucks, man.
It sucks, but like it's fine because in my head it's like I proved to myself that I could do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So it's like that's why like it's kind of cool. Yeah.
You still doing any sports or just gym now?
Yeah, I still swim, but like
No, like.
not as
yeah, fair
near
enough.
as much. So it's like it's gym, swim, and then we had football the other day.
Yeah.
Where, by the way, I'm still on beats as
Yeah, still
Francis
undefeated.
guy and goal. You know what I'm saying? I scored a goal as well. So if
Yeah.
anybody who thinks I can't play football,
He forgot to hit the Sui, but we'll allow that.
Oh,
listen,
come on,
at
man.
the end of the day, I'm not trying to get
I-
EDL tackled by some neck.
I ain't gonna lie, we were playing teachers. It was 3-0 at halftime. We sub our
see these
second team on.
Wait,
He's
was it
just-
students against teachers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was one of the games because
Oh,
they had
okay.
teachers.
That's really good.
He
Because
smacked.
our first team for our year smacked them 3-0 in the first half. So I was like, you know what, we all should go on. I end up scoring a goal. I'll be real, if you concede a goal to me, you must be bad. Like you've got to be really bad. I don't think I'm bad at football, but I just think you're terrible. If you concede to me, that's so bad. So
No. I remember school, man.
yeah, I was terrible at school, but I seem to have some composure now.
Mhm.
But it's more like I just don't want to have some next lanky professor clattering my own legs.
Oh yeah.
For what reason, bro?
Oh yeah, they
Because I
started
see-
getting pissed. There was this one, we called him the Joey Essex guy because he looked like Joey
literally
Essex.
looks like Joey
Yeah.
And he got so pissed by the end of it. Oh, and one of the teachers in like the Netherlands kid.
Mm.
Oh, he was getting angry because he got no balls the whole game. I think he had one shot and it was a shady shot, not gonna lie. Oh, it was a free kick. And he just got pissed and started bodying people at the end of the
That's what
game.
I'm saying. That that's what
As you should.
I mean, as you should, but don't like send man to the next universe. I'm trying to be grounded, bro. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, so that is my sporting career so far. We will see. I might start athletics again, but I need to just stop getting injured. I literally ran for 7 minutes and ended up pulling my hamstring and did something to my quad again. We will see what happens. But if I make a return to the track, I will let you guys know. 'Cause I'll take it seriously.
What are your events again on track?
I
400 you did.
200, 300, 400. 400 is the worst event of life. I can guarantee
I remember. Do you remember like at the end of sports day we had like those year 7, year 8, year 9
you.
and then in the last year we were this close to having Greg pass the baton to Pav and then pass the baton to me, and then in the end it was just Pav passing it to me and I ran it, bro. That 400.
400 is the worst event. I can guarantee you. Like it's just such a rubbish event. Just if you can avoid it by any means necessary, avoid the 400 meters. If you like, run 10 marathons, but just do not do 400 meters. That thing requires different levels of fitness. So, you know.
Yeah, the most I've done is a bit of like 100 meters, but like, I was quite good at it.
Me and Thomas are gonna try out for javelin.
I've always been there.
I don't know. I did the hammer for what's the word for the house.
Your bolo unit, bro. So,
Mm.
yeah.
What now?
Your bolo unit.
Let's pretend like I know who who you just mentioned, for sure.
No, your bolo unit. You are bolo.
Oh.
You are bolo. You know what I mean? It's calm. I wouldn't stress. But yeah. I was seeing this girl before summer. Around 3 weeks. She then goes away. Which is fine. She gotta go back to see her family, whatever.
Hmm.
I'm like, cool. She was like, oh, when she gets back, she wants to go on a date. I'm like, fair enough. Not me. So, at least from what I remember. I could be wrong, but from what I remember, that's what he said. So we agreed to go on a date. But like, I didn't do anything this summer for my own reasons. So not because of her. Because like, if you don't speak to somebody, you're gradually gonna lose interest. Unfortunately, I've now developed this thing where I just lose interest like very quickly. But I tried to maintain it, you know.
Yeah.
She's attractive, whatever. Try to maintain it. She then comes back. But I decided to message her. Be like, oh, like, do you still want to go out? She said yes, she does. I'm like, oh, calm. Then she sends a paragraph. I will be honest with you. Every time I receive a paragraph from a girl, I've really wanted to send that Jose Mourinho meme of him taking off the headphones. Because honestly,
No, or like the April, want to play April.
yeah. Can't lie. Every single time
I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just like, I'll be real, like I don't have time. But this one was quite funny. but I'm not gonna read out the text message because just for various reasons I'm not gonna read it out. But it was very funny, and I'll be real. Every time I think about the message, I laugh because it's kind of like, what would I expect? I mean, she called me a decently fun human being.
Oh, what?
What does that even mean, bro?
Decently fun.
I can't lie. I've taken L's, yeah,
Oh my
but I've
God.
never taken L's like that.
Bro, if you need a minute, you know. if
Nah,
your
I'm
emotions
good.
are getting-
I can't lie. I'm good, but it's bad.
Why would you say that to her?
Yeah.
Like, what is?
I mean, like, okay, she's a genuine person, but like, to say that somebody's a decently fun human being,
Mm.
am I a prick? Decently fun. So in my head, I'm just like, whatever. Then I'm just telling you guys about what's happened over these years.
Yeah.
Then I can't lie. We were at Clouds'
Last week.
yeah. I saw two of the most attractive girls I've ever seen in my lifetime.
Oh, we got the conversation.
Who we talking about?
Two of the most attractive girls I've ever seen in my life. I think one of them's mixed race and the other one is like Arab or something. Because I seem to have a thing for Arab girls now. No idea why. But because these men will rinse your wallet, so I don't know what happened to Arab girls. But can't lie,
My man ran.
an Arab, bro. So basically, I'll just explain the whole thing that happened. So I point to, I'm like, oh, I think Shah's my flatmate. Dina and Matilda were there. And I'm like, oh, like this girl I think is really fit here. And they were like, oh, who is she? Point her. And I was like, okay. So I pointed. By the way, just like to give you a bit of perspective.
Oh, they know. We've talked about that.
Yeah, but all of them thought it was a different girl. So it wasn't even the girl. But it's fine. Anyway, I'm like, okay, cool. And they're like, you should go in and talk to her. And I'm like, have you seen how crusty I look? I got a fresh trim, I still look like a bum, and you want me to go and chat to her? Fine, whatever, innit? So I go inside, and I'm like, I'm looking for a drink because I think Matilda wanted a drink, right? And then the girl's right behind me. Ooh. And I say, oh shit.
Panic.
she's right behind me. I then run out of the room. Yeah. I turn around and she's just followed me out.
Oh shit.
And I'm looking, Shaz is over in the corner just dying with laughter. Matilda and Dina are just trying to hold their faces with embarrassment. And I'm out here just looking smug, like, well, there's nothing I can do. So I ran away, I'll be real. Don't be like me, be like Andrew Tate in the sense that you can chat to women. I cannot.
Okay.
Right, we'll address this.
You
then.
can cut that part out.
No,
if you
no,
want.
no, no.
I don't like Andrew Tate, but he has a lot of confidence. I think
Yeah.
Andrew Tate's an absolute waste man. Can I actually just say on the record, okay, before I get cancelled?
No,
He's like,
I fully agree with you. The things he said about
Support free
mo-
speech in this
Yeah.
podcast.
Can't lie, yeah. We're
No.
not like discrimination, bro.
fully like what he said about working confidence and that for a man.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
his contact
confidence.
on a man has helped me in some ways this summer, but it's actually very educational. While everything else,
Like
we don't
you
speak
can
about
take
that.
parts of his message that are very valuable for.
I think that's the thing with most people. They're like, that's because like a lot of people say mad shit. Look at what I just said. So you
Yeah.
like people say mad shit, so you can decide what part you want to take and which part you don't. But for the general part of Andrew Tate, I think we can all agree that he's just an incessant waste man.
Oh,
But-
absolutely.
But when it comes to like confidence, this is the only part I listen
Yeah.
to about. He's like, you just have to be confident. It's facts. You kind of do. Exhibit A, I ran out the room when I saw a fit girl. It's people.
Man, the thing is, like, you're
3,
fun.
2, we want.
Let's go.
All
Actually, why am I
right.
celebrating Arsenal with?
Top of the league.
Anyway, but yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I then proceeded to see the same girl over the course of the week. I was hoping she'd be at Scarlet. She wasn't there, but her attractive friend was. Still said no. So you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not looking good. I'll be real.
Bro, but you're a funny guy. Why? What's with a lack of confidence?
Nah, it's more like the thing is, yeah. If I show you a picture of her, I can guarantee you 99.8% of the uni would find her attractive, including girls, transsexuals, etc., etc. Like, bro, everybody will find her attractive.
Husbands.
Wait, okay. I'm gonna show you a picture, and you're gonna tell
Okay.
me. We won't show this on camera.
We are not gonna show them, no, for privacy.
So this is the
matters.
girl. You tell me she's not attractive, and you tell me. Could you? Well, she's my type. Mate.
Fair enough. No, I can see it,
Well, she is insanely attractive.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
hot, but,
She's
like,
she's like,
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, I understand. You know what I mean?
she's like objectively attractive.
yeah.
So, yeah. So I asked.
Whoa, did you just objectify?
No, like, I mean, clearly, yeah. No, so you know what I did? Yeah, I asked my flatmate Shaz, do I have a shot after showing him the picture of the girl? Man didn't say anything for 2 minutes, bro. I said nothing. Can't lie. I did ask Dina. Dina was like, you should shoot your shot anyway.
The word anyway.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah, I
You
ain't
shoot
gonna
your shot,
lie.
innit? But like, I
What's
can't
the
lie.
worst thing that can happen?
Yeah, like
I know.
there's no. Bro, there are many memes on this. Yeah.
Can't
It's
lie.
easy to say.
Yeah, no, but like,
yeah.
I've had so many memes of me that taking L's. It's kind of like I would like
Bro,
to
I
take a
take-
W.
Yeah, man, but we all take L's on a regular.
Yeah, bro,
like,
taking
you
L's this week, bro. Taking L's this week. You get me? So yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will.
Yeah, but come on, Arsenal's winning now, so let's not take any L's, right?
Yeah, no, we're not taking any L's, but obviously we played Counter Attack FC today, so
Yeah.
you know that's an L in itself. It's fine. It's calm, bro.
Whatever gets you the 3 points.
Exactly. Whoever gets you 3 points.
Yeah.
Whoever gets you 3 points. Bro.
Oh, I don't like to talk about politics much because there isn't really much politics in my country, but just
Oh,
wanted
yeah.
to point this out. So it was Putin's 70th birthday on Friday.
Man, 70.
Yeah, man, 70.
guy's not
The
gonna
Ukrainians presented him a nice birthday present at 6
very
a.m.
good
on
birthday
Saturday.
gift, yeah.
They blew up the Crimean bridge for
No,
both road and railway.
No,
Madness.
The Ukrainians are absolutely legends. I can't lie.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, it's
Absolutely
mad
legends.
respect.
Absolutely legends.
Oh,
Because you know what?
heroes.
Putin's been giving everybody who used to be in the USSR a stick.
Yeah.
Time
yeah.
for him. Before, okay, I don't want to end up like waking up tomorrow with someone with a gun pointing to my head. I can't lie. It's time for him to like just, close up shop. If you catch my drift. We've been around too long, mate.
Yeah, my man, when you control the country so much that you can brainwash 145 million people to thinking that Ukraine is the bad guy.
Yeah.
How does that even work, though? Like, how is that possible?
No, but like there were reports in 2014 that he had 250 billion in his like private collection and like
Probably more.
yeah, and well, it's been 8 years since,
Yeah.
and he's done this to the country.
Well, because he can do whatever
Yeah.
whatever the hell he wants. Like,
So why would he close up shop?
I have no idea, but I can't lie. Man's 70. He's been around for a very, very long time, and I'm pretty sure nobody likes him.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, there are actually reports that the elites are not exactly particularly happy with him. He
Well,
did
of course,
reform like the
of
top
course,
but
'cause-
like lower levels of elites are not happy with him.
No, because I mean, like, too many countries are following suit in where they limit, like, you limit your kind of freedom in certain ways.
Yeah.
Like, look at Iran. So sad what's going on. These men are getting shot and killed for not wearing their hijab correctly.
yeah.
Mad. They've got like a morality. What the hell is that? How that's some 1984 shit. George Orwell knew, died too young. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's peak, but it's kind of, and same thing happened in Nigeria, so I can't really chat. But you know, it's peak.
Yeah.
It's peak, bro.
The problem with Russia now is that they have pretty much the whole of Europe, like with a lack of gas. Like
Gas and oil
they
prices
can
as well, like,
control us now
Smoking,
because we just depend on them so
Yeah.
much.
Exactly. So when the price of petrol went up, and you know that was really bad. Because every time I go home, the price of petrol was going up by like 5p, and
Yeah,
I was going home like every 3 weeks. I was looking like,
they capped it at like the new normal diesel was capped at £2 per liter.
Refilling the car this summer was so painful every
Yeah.
time.
But do you know how much money they made in the first 100 days of gas and oil sales? Russia made $100 billion. Like
in 100 days. man.
people said, sanctions will help. No money coming into the country.
Well, no, but like all
But
they
like,
gotta do,
yeah.
is either like place restrictions on the oil and gas supply, or be like you gotta pay more in it.
Yeah.
Just raise the price clearly, and that worked. And then obviously, with the whole, do you remember the petrol crisis last year?
Yeah.
Where you're trying to get petrol, you couldn't even get any because there was a crisis because people thought there was a crisis.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's
It
just
was
mass
the
mass
HGV
hysteria.
as well,
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
lorries.
exactly they were
Just
running.
panic. People panic.
So you do.
Or when COVID started and there was no toilet paper
Oh, yeah.
anywhere
That
because
was
people were
funny.
just stocking up on toilet
Oh,
paper
so
unnecessarily.
You go to Tesco's, you see empty. You're looking like I'm trying to wipe my ass. You're out here just taking tissue for
Yeah.
no reason. Like, hey,
It's not like apocalypse. It looked like apocalypse.
bad.
But here we are now. It's been 2 years.
Right.
2 years since COVID.
2.5.
2.5 years since COVID, yeah.
Mhm.
Damn.
I mean, well,
It's gone.
And one of our professors is down with COVID.
Yeah.
yeah, R.I.P. to that. I'm not R.I.P. but long day for that man.
Well,
Yeah.
COVID is here to stay, obviously.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be like the cold
Yeah.
now. It's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So it's not that deep anymore. But obviously, if you're suffering from long COVID, clearly that's sad for you. You know.
Yeah, and it'll get to a point where you have COVID and you just treat it as a flu.
Yeah, right.
And you're not even gonna get a test.
Like,
Like, it's
since
"Ah,
they've
okay, got
got
like a
rid of
flu."
free tests, I don't think anyone's got a test.
Yeah, it's just gonna become a new variant of the flu.
Yeah.
But what happened to monkeypox?
Yeah,
That
what's
thing
going on
came.
with
That, that thing came and went. So I don't really know.
I
Wait,
think
what
it
was-
just wasn't that important. And
Ukraine was more
and then
important.
Ukraine was more
Yeah,
important.
But
So
you know what? I feel like it's like they've actually got to report it like about it. You know what I mean? To make it important.
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's like if they don't say anything, nobody's gonna care. So if people didn't say anything about COVID, nobody would care.
yeah,
in my
exactly.
opinion.
That's the
But
thing.
obviously it's a serious issue.
Yeah.
Because like people been popping off like flies and people be like, what's happening? Like it's a bit abnormal. But it's like, you know.
Yeah.
If they don't say anything, then is it really there? It's like if a tree falls in the rainforest, but you're not there to see it, does it actually fall?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
no,
it
no,
does.
totally.
but
Like
it's the same concept.
that's how the world works right now. Like if it's not on the media, it doesn't exist.
Exactly.
If you don't see it in the news,
Right.
it's not a problem. Like there's probably thousands of different very important diseases right now in wherever, like in Europe even, that we don't know about.
diseases. Though.
Yeah,
It's
anything.
just a lot of different things, like
Yeah.
the Yemen war, the Iran war you've
Yeah,
mentioned.
yeah, of
like,
course.
Like, if you don't, that's what I'm saying. If you don't speak about it, like the Uyghur Muslims in China, that
Yeah.
one's probably that's going to be worse than the Holocaust, but nobody says anything about it.
Yeah, that hasn't been mentioned in a while.
You know, but the biggest one is the Israel-Palestine thing. But we definitely don't talk about that because you
Yeah.
will offend somebody either way. So don't talk
Yeah.
about it. Mate.
We have a saying in Spanish that translates to basically eyes that can't see, heart that doesn't feel. Like if you don't see it, you just it doesn't exist for you. So like
Exactly.
it doesn't really matter.
So it's like because everybody got their own problems. You get me?
Yeah.
So it's like you don't want additional problems. So
Yeah.
you would keep yourself from finding out about more problems because you've got too much to deal with.
Yeah, it's also that like people don't want to know about the tragedies.
Don't remember where I saw Hossa, but I think it was the UFC fighter Usman said like my mom told me like if we all together gathered all of our problems, put them in one pot, and yeah, she took a look at all the problems. I guarantee you, you're gonna take your own problems and go
Yeah,
back.
you
Like
take your own problems and you can happily go back.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm telling you, because like it's not okay, but it's the state that we live in right
Mm.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like we do want to know about what's going on in the world, but not too much.
because we can't really exactly.
You can't do shit.
Yeah,
if we're being
exactly.
honest. That's why I feel like okay, there's gonna be like a hella unpopular opinion, and I'm all for charity work and everything. But there's one guy at our school, year below, did loads of charity work and shit. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, this is like wonderful, it's great, but do you actually care? Because in my head, it's kind of like, well, you started now, you kind of have to continue. And I hate being skeptical, but it's kind of like, what you're doing isn't actually doing anything anyway. So like, that's why, like I used to do debating loads, and I used to do Model United Nations, and we like poke fun, being like, oh, the UN doesn't do anything. The UN actually don't do anything though. It's
Yeah.
facts. It's like a redundant organization.
It's all bureaucracy.
That's what I'm saying. So like, it's just there for being their sake. It's not like NATO where it's like it would actually be a serious thing if Russia decided to go and do some shit to the world because
Yeah.
Ukraine decided to sign or something like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like the UN is just there to say, oh, economic sanctions, but then don't enforce them.
Yeah.
It's like it's rubbish. So that's why it's like it's the same thing where in my head it's like you can do all of this and it's lovely and like I commend you for it, but it doesn't do anything. It's kind of low key in my head. It's like a waste of time. Like, if you actually want to do something, pack your bags, mate, and go and live there.
Yeah.
But obviously, again, as you said, you would rather take your own problems
Yeah.
than other people's because like everybody got their own problems and other people's problems are too much to bear. That's why like so like nowadays so many relationships fail, etc. Because people's problems are like conflicting and shit. So it's like, which one do you choose then? Because guaranteed, like if like we all, this is like a weird proposition, but if all of us like went country to country and just like tried to fix shit, like
Yeah.
all of us, let's say like in the world just went and tried fixing shit, pretty sure the shit will get fixed. But obviously you can't do that because it disrupts natural flow.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. I don't think it would be fixed. Just take the Arab Spring, for example.
Okay, yeah.
US
Yeah,
invaded a lot of countries, overturned their way of living, installed their own way of living, and those countries have been failing since.
You can't
Yeah, but you can't do
force a way of living
That's what I'm saying, you
into
can't, like-
a full society.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But like you can definitely like I don't want to say donations because obviously that doesn't do anything, but it's more like education as opposed to indoctrination. Because what they do is
Yeah.
indoctrination. I propose education is a lot better because at least with education you get the choice. With indoctrination, it's more like it's forced upon you, so you don't have a choice. You
Yeah.
kind of just it's either their way or the highway, and the highway at most times leads to certain death. So it's like their way in that case. But
I think the only thing that works is helping build infrastructure.
yeah, that I agree with.
Anything else, like sending millions and millions and millions of dollars or whatever, I don't think that really
Like,
helps.
that's what I'm saying. You actually got to
'cause-
go there and do something.
Exactly.
So you, when people go and they build schools, that's a good thing.
Exactly.
education.
It's infrastructure.
If you're building houses, like actual proper good
Yeah.
houses, you know, with good like water systems, electricity, like gas systems, stuff like that's good. Do you know what I mean? But like doing this like social media shit or social media stuff,
No,
I'm
that
not a
does
big fan.
absolutely nothing.
it does nothing. So it's like people used to, you know, when the Black Lives Matter thing came about,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
people used to guilt trip you if you didn't post
the Black
the
Square.
Black Square or something. Fam, I'll be like I'll put my hand up and I'll be real. The first time I heard about the Black Square, I did it, but I didn't know why I was doing it. And I'm black. And I was like, not really sure why I'm doing this, but cool. But it's like when I found out, I was like, oh, okay, fine, fair enough. But like every next man was doing it, and I was like,
But
do
it's
you know what I mean?
it's like that. That was the first one, and everyone got on that.
Yeah.
And then since then, there's been the Ukraine. Same thing happened. Like Yemen, there was a lot of that. And I'm not gonna lie, like me and my brother have a phrase for it. I feel like I may get cancelled for it. But like the white girl post, like
Yeah, no, it's facts,
they
it's facts.
have
No,
no
it's facts.
idea what's going on.
Yeah, no, it's
They
facts.
just doing it because like, oh, people think like, you know, I'm educated, and then they think like I know what I'm doing.
This is
they
like
have-
the American mentality.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
if
why-
I said it, it will help.
it's facts. That's what I'm saying. Like it's that's the sad state we live in. But it's like you will get guilt tripped into thinking. It's like again, I don't like bringing this up, but you know the Israel Palestine thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I reposted one of my friends because he's got Palestinian family. Posted what he said. He said on his close friends, but it was like, you know, I was like, okay, I feel this guy. He's actually got family there. Eli Tapnak and Avi were both in Israel at the time, and they both messaged me. Eli was a lot stronger than Avi, but it's like, you know, I'm pretty educated on the situation.
Yeah.
I read my history. I know my history.
Yeah.
You know, I'll do my research. I don't pick sides for good reason, but I do my research before I like get into
Yeah.
it. But like,
Yeah.
it's like shit like that where it's like you'll be guilt tripped if you think one way, and I'm like, look, there are reasons why people would think either way. Perfectly fine. Obviously, in today's age, there's a good reason to be sided with Palestinians for obvious reasons. Obviously, it doesn't help with their leaders in power. Like, it doesn't help like that. But it's like, do you know what I mean? It's a good reason. It's a good
Yeah,
case.
but, like if
And
you
yeah.
take like an early history of Israel and how it actually came about, there was no war with Palestine. They were all friends.
So that's
And
what
then-
that's what I'm saying. It's all mad. But again, we don't talk about it because we don't want to
Yeah.
get cancelled. But it's like when I tried defending my friend, because I wasn't even trying to defend my own knowledge. I was trying to defend my friend. Ellie was getting on, giving me shit for it, which I understand because if you're in Israel, yeah, and you're Jewish on top of that, I do get it.
Yeah.
You know, I understand. Or just Israeli, not even Jewish. If you're Israeli, I understand. But at the same point, This man's got family. They don't even have a house. Like, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to be like, well done?
Congratulations.
No. Congratulations. Like, obviously
Yeah.
not. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, like, can't. We digress. But it's like, it's stuff like that, which is like one thing that gets on my nerves. Like, if I decide to have this opinion, and obviously you can disagree all you want, but do it respectfully.
Yeah.
And also don't force me to have your opinion.
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, if you try, I will definitely not be able to
Yeah, I
have
think
it.
Yeah,
that's one
but
of the
like-
biggest problems we have in the world we live in right now. That is just the whole of like social media decides one thing is right
Yeah,
and the opposite is wrong. It's just from there, it's just anyone who's coming up with a different opinion about that, that's complete like cancelled immediately.
Mhm.
And I just think it's really toxic environment for like young people to grow in, because young like 12-year-olds, 13, 14-year-olds like living on like social media all day, they're just getting like all this information like they can't really understand, because and they're just like kind of like forced into thinking one way, and into creating like a rivalry and like an enemy. I think that's just growing up like that is really bad.
Yeah, but it's about having a conversation and being able, I give some, I take some.
Exactly.
You reevaluate your points and you see if, you're right, you're wrong. You don't, hate the person if he doesn't agree with you.
That's what I'm saying, fam. Like, you know what I mean? Like, imagine, yeah, we disagree on something. Do you honestly think I'm gonna come and bollock you if we disagree?
You can try, man.
Exactly, I could try, but it's not gonna get anywhere.
Yeah.
Similarly, it's like now, like if somebody says like, no, I don't want to do something, you don't have to force them to do it, like,
Yeah.
like that. But at the same point, it's like you also need to go into like changing your perspective, because it may be that
To be real.
Well,
Sorry
be
to
real, so,
interrupt.
well,
Yeah.
I definitely can't
you'll be
publish
real.
mine because
No,
my
you
phone
can't
is
be real.
recording us right
Huh?
now.
You might be, I don't have be real. Should I get be real?
Sure, man.
Like I didn't have Be Real until like what
I forced him about a week and a half ago.
something like that.
No, I'll be real. Like the way
Not
that
gonna
I
lie,
send my messages
It's
now,
quite it's fun. I don't think it has anything to do with being real, but it's
just like
fun.
Seeing a
It's just
snapshot
like
of what your friends up to every day.
Posted,
Mm.
yeah. There's some people that actually take it seriously, and always post within like the 2 minutes.
yeah, no, I can't.
Yeah, I sometimes post
Oh, I can't-
like
I can't-
10
I can't
hours
take a
late or
picture.
something like that.
Yeah, no, it's constantly like that. All right.
That's
Try
a good
number
Be
2.
Real, huh?
Oh no, I'm literally gonna put as caption mid-recording.
Recording. No, that's dope.
Like I've got a friend in Spain that literally stops whatever they're doing to do the Be Real and adds like a description of like what exactly I was doing at that moment. Like it's actually that's the correct way of doing Be Real.
Fair enough. It's like did you ever use House Party? Yeah. Oh, that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like
that was-
knock knock. This guy's in the
Yeah.
house. Yeah.
yeah.
I remember-
That's a predatory thing.
Yeah.
They'd be like, XYZ is in the house.
Yeah.
It's like,
Intruder.
I had so much fun with House
Oh
Party.
no, when
House
they made
Party.
its comeback during COVID as
yeah,
well.
everybody using it. I started using it during COVID because
Yeah.
I wasn't really on it. But I know I started getting on it. Either got a funny story about that. But it's like so I met this girl during COVID on House Party. Thing is, so her best friend. I was chatting to her at the time, and then she pied me. Fair enough, she pied me. But then I actually found I was like, oh, actually, me and her best friend are more compatible anyway. So I chatted to her best friend. Yeah, can you imagine? A few days later, her best friend and the girl I was chatting to before got into a fight because she found out that I like her or something mad happened like that. And I was like, I'll be real, bro. Like, if you say that you're not interested in me and we're not together, right? You say you're not interested in me. Plus, you went and got with somebody else anyway. You got no right to be mad.
Yeah.
Obviously, we had a discussion, and we were gonna have a call on a house party, but it felt a bit too diplomatic. Do you know what I mean? Because confrontation should not be happening on a house party. In my
Yeah.
opinion, confrontation happen face to face.
Yeah,
Look me in the eyes
exactly,
and
exactly.
tell me.
Yeah.
Look me in the face and tell me that, like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, you got an issue, bro. Because otherwise, I'm not
Yeah.
going to take you seriously.
Yeah.
So, you
I
know-
ain't listening.
Yeah,
Otherwise.
I didn't take a shit. So we had the conversation house party. I'll be real. Didn't pay attention to anything she was saying. It wasn't great. But me and her.
Stay toxic, king.
Yeah.
Stay toxic.
Nah, it's okay, bro. I'm not a toxic king, bro. I'm just out here vibing, bro. We out here vibing. Well, it's all vibe, bro. It's all vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Honestly, like that's what I realized. Like, you just need to enjoy life. That's as long as you're enjoying what you're doing and it's bringing you happiness,
Mm.
and it's not that much else you can do. It'll come.
Yeah, of course.
But bro, how's the single life treating you?
Mm-hmm.
It's come. I ain't gonna lie. It's not too bad.
Are you single too?
I love single life. Yeah.
Listen, it's calm, bro.
Yeah.
It's calm. But winter's coming, bro.
Winter's coming.
You trying to get yourself a winter gal. Nyash warrior.
Yeah.
Nyash warrior. You've got to ask Peter how he came up with that, man. That's calm.
That's not him. Man, it's all like I've been using it all summer.
You've been using the word nyash.
Yeah, me and my brothers, like I think it's American or maybe like
No, it's not. It's not. It's Nigerian.
oh, it's not.
It's not Nigerian. Nigerian
Oh,
words. When
really?
people, yeah, when people, because it's like nyash is like
Cultural appropriation, huh?
no. When you're still like, you need to like clean your nyash. It's like wipe your ass, fam. So,
Oh
like,
shit!
when I was a kid, like when you're like a baby and they're like, why aren't you wiping your nyash? I'll be like, fam, I'm trying, innit? But I'm like 1 year old, like, allow me. So you know, yeah, that's where the word nyash comes from. But yeah, are you a nyash warrior? In fact, Shek, let me read you my conversation with Shek. Yeah, this man, me and Shek have the strangest conversations.
But when wasn't a strange conversation with Shay?
No,
Shek.
I'm a strange guy, but I love that guy, but he's so
Yeah.
weird. No, so I was taking.
Do you remember when he had a massive crush on Simons in year 11?
Yeah,
And we were doing
to be
revisions,
fair,
man.
To be fair,
To be
yeah.
fair, but I just
She was lame as hell. But we moving it.
my man, every time like we're sitting in classics doing revision, and she comes in, and then Shep just literally he's talking to her, he's looking right down below.
Yeah, but I'll be real. Like again, we don't objectify women here.
Yeah.
We don't before we get cancelled. But I'll be so honest. She was fit. She was, but obviously we can't do anything about that. So yeah, so this is what Shep told me today. Let me try and pull it up. So obviously, like, because I'm a skinny dude, but I'm like, lean. So it's not like I'm just stick and bone. But he was like, oh, this girl in the gym, like, there are like loads of black guys over, and I was like, cool, bro, that's really nice to know. And he was like, oh, she's like half Filipino, half black. And I was like, okay, she's actually probably Leng then. And I was like, okay, that's cool. And then where was the part about? What's the part about Nash? But yeah, so he was like, she'll probably squat more than you. And I was like, well, yeah, I mean, obviously it's not that hard, mate. But then he said that she couldn't calculate the bar had 90 on it. She said, but he was like, she's Leng though. You'll see the Nyash and lose your mind. And I was like, bro, but she can't do maths.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, so, and I said, mathematical ability is greater than the size of Nyash. Yeah, that's no cap. Then you'd be dating the most absolute like ironing board. And then he's just like, don't pretend you don't like some good Nyash. And I'm just like, everyone likes Nyash. Exhibit A, B, C. Everybody likes Nyash. And then he's like, this is your culture. Not everyone. And I'm like, I understand that, but like, it's not all about the Nyash. Having said that, if you're just looking for somebody, to keep warm with during the winter, you better go find yourself someone with good Nyash because they will keep you warm that way. But again, you can remove that from the podcast if you want. But
No.
just saying,
Man, there was some things that were said last episode where we afterwards said, yeah, we're cutting it out. We sat down to watch it as it popped up. We get to this point, so I'm like, Neo, you said you're gonna delete it. It's like, oh, I thought we said we're keeping it. And the whole video was just
The thing is, when you get to the editing, you don't always remember what you were
Yeah.
supposed to cut.
it's the same way that I accidentally lost the files. You accident when you lose
There you
a file,
go, there you go.
If it's lost, it's lost. It's not my business, bro.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's accidents.
else we all
Yeah.
take them.
Yeah. But Nyash Warrior, what you saying?
Ask a question.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Nyash Warrior number 2. What are you saying?
He ain't
was
saying
saying?
anything. No, like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess over summer I've just come to a conclusion of it'll come. Whatever it is, like, I don't need to chase it. Like I need to chase me being happy and me being able to kind of not was let myself down.
Yeah, that's the right
And
mentality.
then-
Yeah.
If anything comes, it comes. Like
Exactly.
because I had instances where I had that the Nyash warrior mentality going into a night. Nothing happened. Next night out, I'm literally just like, fuck it, I don't care anymore. Whatever happens, happens. And shit happens.
Exactly. I mean, obviously, I'm saying Nash Warrior. I mean, all I know, some people are boot warriors, some are forehead warriors. Obviously, they're different things. But like, if we're being serious, I'll be serious for like 2 seconds.
Oh, I thought Nyash warrior is just like,
No, Nash Warrior means like you're like,
jeez.
You good, man?
Took this off.
What did you just break?
but obviously Nash Warrior means that you're just like you're out to like just pull, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, but at the same time, I feel like for me, I'm just waiting to meet somebody, you know, who I'm compatible with. Because I have had that and it was very nice. Kind of like waiting for that. But obviously, in the meantime, I'll just do my own thing,
Exactly.
which doesn't involve like going after girls 24/7. Got other shit to do. Clearly,
Bro.
because we don't
busy
have
as hell, man.
time, fam. But yeah, that is what we're on this year. Just trying to get the degree and plug out.
Are you on 3 or 4 years?
I'm on the 4, but I'm probably going to drop to 3 and then do my master's elsewhere.
Oh, I'm thinking of doing placement and doing masters and then doing a double masters.
Double master.
This man wants to stay in education as long as possible. But no, I might actually do a placement as well, which is the thing. Have you guys got any placements?
Nah.
Well, as in, like, what do you mean? Over time or like, or for next year?
Well, obviously, I don't think any of us have next year,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna obviously apply. What about you, Neil? Did you get any placements or no?
No. No. I
Like,
don't know
I've
what I'm
worked
gonna
my
do,
summers.
like,
Mm.
I don't. I think I'm done with education.
My man, you were done after school. You haven't done shit in the last 2 years. You're not gonna do shit this year.
I've passed my modules with merit, and I was just like,
Distinction, boys. Hey, don't leave me hanging.
Didn't even see that. That was cool.
so yeah, I don't know.
Mm.
I want to find something long term now, like jobs, like I don't know, startup or something like that.
I think startups are the way to go.
Yeah.
Because when they receive the massive funding, half of them don't even use all of it, and then they just divvy it up. Cool. Plus, it's like something like if it blows up, you're there.
Exactly.
And it's just like being part of something cool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Exactly. That's like why I fucking love being on the rocket this year. Because
Yeah,
it was
cool.
just, I was going up to Scotland, just having that experience. It was mad. Like, I loved it.
I might apply in January. However, I know the spots are very like tight there.
Man, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get back in. Like, behind the scenes, I did a lot of work and everything and anything. And like, I was the one driving up there in Scotland. Not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Mm.
Hey, the rocket slept in my bed.
Yeah, the rocket slept in his bed. And it's
Silent suspect.
no, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. It was
Never mind.
Yo,
Dude.
anything is still there if you're brave enough, man.
He's right. He's right.
I'll
He's right.
leave the mic over there. Oh,
Imagine.
I mean,
That was a huge rocket.
2 meters, man.
do you want me to say like what's happening, bro?
You're gonna have nightmares tonight.
That's what like G like. What's happening?
I don't know, man. You're saying big rocket. I know the, not diameter. Yeah, I did know the diameter as well.
You've been moved to by a gay guy. Actually.
What?
You've been moved to by a gay guy.
No.
Can't lie, they're too persistent, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is
I
one of
don't
the
wanna- I don't wanna-
maddest- I will not mention the guy's name
Uh,
for like
Yeah.
not for legal reasons, but just for like just decency because what
Privacy.
he did is just embarrassing. But yeah, I'll tell this story. So this was I want to say so year 12 summer.
oh
Right?
shit.
Yeah. We went to go to CCF camp. For those of you who don't know, CCF is Combined Cadet Force, aka Army, Navy,
Oh shit.
And RAF.
and RAF. So we went on the summer camp for like a week. you know, like we just doing like exercises and shit. So the exercise is like drills, like in army terms. So it's like all about discipline and shit like that. So it's cool, you know. Like obviously, I'm not a big fan, but I'm there to mess around. I'm kind of just vibing. You know? I'm good at what I do, and I just vibe.
Yeah.
Now this is one guy. Let's call him X. Nah, let's call him W. Yeah, so W, yeah, was like he nice guy in it, but he's a bit like too friendly. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah, there was a guy like Ian Francis. That's what I wanted to mention.
He's very very friendly. You know.
I ain't gonna say.
You'll
his
tell me
name.
later. You'll tell me
Yeah,
later.
it's like very friendly. W's very friendly, but I'm just like whatever. Everybody's friendly. Calm. Anyway, so first instance, we're in our barracks. Yeah, I'm sitting down on a chair. We're just like having like fun. He then comes and tries to sit on my lap. I move back and I'm like, fam, what are you doing, G? He's like, oh no, I'm just looking for a seat. I'm like, fam, the bed to sit on is right there, G. Go and sit your ass over there. I then just ignore it. And then I go over to my mates, Max and Indy. I'm like,
Oh, he's in Pasio, right?
yeah, he's got
Yeah.
the Kings, he's got the Kings. I'm like, what's that? What's wrong with my man? And he's like, oh, he's buying. I'm like, okay, right. Anyway, so I was like, cool, whatever. I was like, cause like I didn't really care. I was like, whatever. But that's kind of weird. Like would I go and sit on a girl's lap who I'd like? Who if I find them, would I go? No, obviously not. So why you sit on my lap, G? So anyway, fast forward a couple of days, found out that this guy finds me very attractive. I'm like, okay, then he needs to back off, mate. Back off. We then go on a 24-hour exercise, so we stay somewhere overnight, camp out, and do some shit or something. And come back, we're cleaning our rifles. Like, excuse the innuendo, but we're cleaning our rifles, yeah. And then I'm finished cleaning my rifle. This man who goes by W then came around and started chasing me.
Trying to
Saying-
clean your rifle.
He said he wants to touch my rifle, G. I'm looking at him. I'm looking at myself. I'm like, are you well? Like, what's wrong with this guy? Anyway, I ignore it again. I'm just like, this guy's just gay. Like, he's not even bi. He's just gay. Like, it's calm. The bi thing is just a front. It's fine. We'll come out at you, whatever. Anyway, on the way back, and this is why I started getting really scared. On the way back, you know when you stop at service stations, yeah?
Yeah.
So we all stop, so we go to the toilet, yeah? I go to the toilet. Now, in toilets, they have these things where you can buy condoms.
Yeah.
This man, who goes by the name of W, had the audacity to buy a condom and give it to me.
What?
When I tell you, I was stressed. That whole journey back, I was sweating. Like, I sweat a lot, but fam, I was dripping like the ocean, bro. It was, can't lie, I was scared. I'll be real, I was very scared. We then get off, and then this man was like, oh, it was all a joke. And he tries to come and give me a hug.
All right.
I looked him dead in the eye. Do you know what I told him? I was like, are you fucking well? You want to give me a hug after you tried to give me a condom? Whilst you know I'm not gay. And like, what's happening, bro? Like fam, like, what are you doing? Can't lie, it was a traumatic experience when he gave me the condom. Because do you know what was even worse? Dr. Ganarelli was sitting in front of me. Speaking of which, that man, I hope he never finds this podcast, but I can't lie. Him and his girlfriend at the time
Oh
had
yeah.
some serious issues. My man was a simp before I knew what the word simp was.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember.
This man, I can't lie, every single time he'd be texting his girlfriend, he'd be like, oh, I love you so much, baby, with like the red hearts and the pink ones, fam. And she'd be giving him one word answers, fam. And I really
Ain't looking
wanted
good,
to-
bro. Ain't looking
It's
good.
not looking good, fam. Because I literally wanted to be like, bro, like I'm here for you if you want to talk to me. Because I can't
Yeah.
like, your girl doesn't rate you, and she definitely cheating on you with some next man getting some next.
Wasn't
whip.
she in like Hong Kong or something?
I think so, fam. She getting some Chinese whip, bro. Because I can't lie, she's not. Like, I'll be real. Like, how does it feel? How's it feel that your girl doesn't rate you like that anymore? Like, can't lie. She doesn't even rate you. Full stop. Like, she's out here giving you one word answers, which means you fucked up somehow. You
Yeah.
probably didn't even fuck up. You probably you're not in Hong Kong, fam. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
Well, like the response to your story with this guy, the gay guy, I've been hit on by a woman that I didn't find attractive repeatedly group meetings that we had. Like, she was part of a group, and when I tried to bring it up with some of her friends, they laughed in my face. And then like I think it was this summer, like over a year and a half later, I found out that several guys in the group had the same experience beforehand. One of the like one of their friends who came said, "I'm never gonna chill with this group again. She was weird." And now I'm sitting there, it's like pretty much been sexually harassed at this point, I think.
Can't lie,
Yeah.
at that point, yeah, nah. Yeah, bro. I can't
Yeah,
lie.
we can't.
Don't wanna keep kidding.
No, I told the boys, guys, I love you, but I'm not spending another group meeting if she's there. And we
Ah,
literally cut all contacts with the girls.
I remember. I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
right?
I respect that because honestly, like sometimes that girls can get too touchy. When I used to train like every day, I had a friend, won't mention her name, but she slapped me on my ass, bro. And I'll be real, like
She was in Yashwar.
she is national the fam. Like, why are you slapping my ass? Because the thing is, yeah, and I don't ever condone this, but like if I did that to you, do you know how fast I'd be thrown out of the club?
Yeah.
Fam, I wouldn't even be able to swim at another club or in a public venue. So it's like
It's a double standards, you know.
double standard, mate,
Yeah.
but whatever, you know. But hey, what can we do? But yeah, no,
Being a poor man ain't a good idea in this
not good.
society.
It's not good, man. It's not good. But it is what it is.
Uh,
Speaking of which, there's one more story that I can
Okay.
tell, and I'll be real. This doesn't involve me, but this one is just for like comedy, yeah. But it's like, it's rough. I have a friend, a dear friend of mine, and you know, when we talk about the concept of elves, we have to appreciate that some people are just on a different planet. Now, this friend of mine, we'll call him C. So C, he's he obviously he liked going out and like trying to move to girls and shit, but not once was he successful. And the thing is, some of his stories are so bad they belong on Reddit. It's that bad. So there was one in particular where he told me he went out on a date, yeah. He and the girl who asked on a date brought her best friend. The girl who he actually asked on the date was then on FaceTime to the guy who she actually liked during the whole date. Bearing in mind they showed up 45 minutes late to date anyway. Her best friend's like telling her to get off the phone. She's not getting off the phone. My friend C is just sitting there, not knowing what to do. I think he took them to Nobu or something. I mean, he's got money to be fair, but like, nah. So, he's done that. He then pays, and everything. I ask him how it was. He says it was terrible. I'm like, okay, well then don't talk to her again. He's like, cool. And then find out like a couple weeks later that she calls him crying on the phone whilst he's at a family dinner because the guy who she liked doesn't like her anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly talking to C, being like, please tell me you hung up immediately when you found this out. Because why are you even on the phone when you're at dinner with your family? And do you know what he said? He just listened to her, bro, and he was on the phone. And I was like, this is the reason why you're a bum. Because why the hell are you listening to that story? Like, it's just an L. Like, imagine, yeah, you were trying to attract some girl. She doesn't rate you. Then she starts crying to you about her man problems. You're just the gay best friend if we're being serious. I then found out that this man lost a girl to Coventry University. If you know anything about Coventry University, you know that is bottom tier.
Yeah.
When it comes to just like, if you have a relationship and your significant other goes to Coventry Uni, just know that you're a single person. Because honestly, it's just all mad.
Yeah, look, like the common joke in UK is that you go to Coventry, you do a degree for 3 years, murderers get less time in Coventry.
Yeah.
Coventry Uni.
Wouldn't want to be there.
But obviously, like you do you. But I'm just leaving that on like a note that's like, look, everybody like suffers with something. Some people take more else than others. But at the end of the day, don't lose a girl to Coventry Uni. That is really bad.
If you learned anything today,
Do
don't
not lose a girl
Do
to
not
Coventry
let
Uni.
it go to Coventry.
That is rough. That was really
I
rough.
guess on this note,
Yeah.
we'll wrap it up. It's a pleasure having you here.
Hour 40 minutes. That's good. That's good.
Boys.
It's great to have you, man.
Of course. Thank you for having me on the podcast. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it.
But yeah, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next
Smash
time.
that subscribe button.